What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is absolutely electric right now, and we've got some massive updates that you just cannot afford to miss. From stunning upsets to record-breaking performances, the world of sports and beyond is delivering nonstop action. Get ready, because we're diving headfirst into the stories that are dominating the headlines and shaping the conversations. We've got a packed show for you today, so buckle up and let's get to it. First up, a true titan of the game faces an unexpected challenge, and the outcome is sending shockwaves through the league. We're talking about a clash that had everyone on the edge of their seats, where established dominance met a rising force, and the result was nothing short of spectacular. Was it a fluke, or the dawn of a new era? You're going to want to hear this. Then, we shift gears to a story that's all about the numbers. The incredible, jaw-dropping numbers that tell a tale of unprecedented fan engagement and a historic gathering. This isn't just about a game, it's about a cultural moment that drew an astonishing number of people together, shattering previous benchmarks and setting a new standard for what's possible. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer scale of this phenomenon. Next, we're dissecting a performance that left fans and analysts alike stunned, a decisive victory that saw one team completely outmaneuver and outplay their highly anticipated opponent. The scoreline tells one story, but the details reveal a masterclass in strategy and execution that left the defeated side searching for answers. We'll break down exactly how it happened and what it means. And finally, we're looking at the bigger picture for one of the sport's biggest stars. After a significant setback, where does this leave one of the most decorated athletes in history? We'll explore the remaining opportunities, the pressure to perform, and what the future holds for a career defined by winning. Don't go anywhere, because this is the Roger Report. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's get this episode started. A dominant display shocks the league. The Seattle Sounders have once again etched their name in the annals of North American football, clinching the prestigious league's cup title with a commanding 3-0 victory over Inter Miami. This triumph, witnessed by a sold-out Lumen Field, marks a significant achievement for the Sounders, adding another major trophy to their already impressive collection and solidifying their status as a powerhouse in the region. Coach Brian Schmetzer, a seasoned veteran with multiple MLS Cups and a CONCACAF Champions League title to his name, expressed his immense satisfaction with the team's performance. He highlighted the crucial nature of the second goal in relieving pressure after a tense 1-0 lead and called the final goal, scored by Paul Rothrock, a storybook ending. The match itself was a testament to Seattle's resilience and tactical prowess. The opening goal came in the 26th minute, a perfectly placed cross from Alex Roldan met by the decisive header from Aces de Rosario, giving the Sounders a lead they would never relinquish. Miami, despite the presence of global superstar Lionel Messi, struggled to find their rhythm. Messi himself had a golden opportunity to equalize in the 50th minute, but famously blazed his close-range shot over the crossbar, a rare miss from the Argentine. Further missed chances by Miami, including a particularly glaring one from Tadeo Allende, proved costly. Seattle capitalized on their momentum, extending their lead through an 84th-minute penalty converted by Alex Roldan and sealing the victory with a stoppage-time goal from Paul Rothrock, sending the home crowd into a frenzy. This win not only secures the trophy and prize money, but also grants Seattle an automatic berth in the 2026 CONCACAF Champions Cup. Notably, the Sounders have now become the only MLS team to have won all 5 major annual trophies available to clubs in the league, a remarkable feat that underscores their sustained excellence. The match also set a new attendance record for the league's cup, with nearly 70,000 fans flocking to Lumen Field, demonstrating the immense appeal and growing popularity of the tournament, especially with Messi's involvement. The sheer volume of fans underscores the significant draw of high-profile matches and star players in the current sports landscape. But was this victory as straightforward as the scoreline suggests? We'll dive into the record-breaking attendance that turned this final into a massive event. Record crowds flocked to see Messi's Miami fall. The highly anticipated Leagues Cup final between the Seattle Sounders and Inter Miami wasn't just a thrilling sporting contest. It was a monumental event that shattered attendance records, drawing an astonishing nearly 70,000 fans to Seattle's Lumen Field. This massive turnout underscores the immense cultural impact of Lionel Messi's arrival in Major League Soccer and the growing global appeal of the league's cup. The final attendance of 69,314 fans not only obliterated the previous league's cup record of 50,675, but also set a new benchmark for any Seattle Sounders game at their home stadium, surpassing the 69,274 who attended the 2019 MLS Cup final. The electric atmosphere was palpable as fans eagerly awaited a clash between the formidable Seattle Sounders and the star-studded Inter Miami, led by the iconic Messi. Despite the fervent support, Inter Miami ultimately fell 3-0 to a determined Seattle side. Goals from Aces de Rosario, Alex Roldan, via penalty, and Paul Rothrock secured the victory for Seattle, who displayed a disciplined defense that stifled Miami's potent attack, even with Messi on the field. The frustration for Inter Miami was evident, culminating in a post-match incident where players from both teams were involved in a heated exchange, requiring intervention from officials. This victory marks a historic achievement for the Seattle Sounders, making them the first MLS team to conquer every major North American trophy, adding the league's cup to their collection of MLS Cups, Supporters' Shields, U.S. Open Cups, and the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Meanwhile, Inter Miami, despite their semifinal triumph over Orlando City, where Messi scored 2 crucial goals, could not replicate that form in the final. The match statistics reveal Seattle's dominance in key areas, despite Miami enjoying more possession. Inter Miami's inability to register a single shot on target against Seattle's keeper Andrew Thomas, while testing Miami's Oscar Astari 7 times, highlights the tactical battle and Seattle's clinical finishing. This event not only showcases the commercial power of soccer's biggest stars, but also the growing fan base and commercial viability of leagues outside the traditional European powerhouses. The record-breaking attendance serves as a powerful indicator of the sport's expanding reach and the significant investment pouring into its development. But beyond the numbers and the final score, what does this loss mean for Messi's season? We're breaking down the implications for the legendary player and his team's remaining trophy aspirations. Messi's Miami suffers humiliating defeat in League's Cup final. Lionel Messi and Inter Miami were decisively beaten 3-0 by the Seattle Sounders in a one-sided League's Cup final, a result that denied the Argentine superstar another trophy and exposed significant vulnerabilities in his team's performance. The match, held at Seattle's Lumen Field, saw the Sounders deliver a masterful display of attacking football and defensive solidity, leaving Miami searching for answers. This loss marks a disappointing end to Miami's campaign in a competition they won just 2 years prior, shortly after Messi's high-profile arrival. Seattle's goals came from Aces de Rosario in the 26th minute, a close-range finish that put them ahead. The lead was extended in the closing stages of the second half, when Alex Roldan converted a penalty in the 84th minute, awarded after an incident involving Miami's Yannick Bright. The final nail in the coffin was hammered home just 5 minutes later, as Paul Rothrock capitalized on a loose ball, drove past a defender, and slotted it into the bottom corner, sealing a comfortable 3-0 victory for the home side. The match was marred by a late-season brawl that erupted between both teams, with Inter Miami's Luis Suarez reportedly spitting at a Sounders staff member, underscoring the escalating tensions. Seattle's victory is historic, making them the first team in North American football history to claim every available domestic trophy. For Inter Miami, however, the defeat was a bitter pill to swallow, especially given their dominance in possession, controlling 62% of the ball. Despite this territorial advantage, they failed to register a single shot on target throughout the entire match, with all 10 of their attempts going wide. This lack of clinical finishing, contrasted with Seattle's 7 shots on target, proved to be their undoing. The Sounders' ability to create and convert chances, coupled with a solid defensive effort that limited Miami's impact, showcased a superior tactical approach. Inter Miami's coach, Javier Mascherano, will undoubtedly face scrutiny for his team's inability to convert possession into meaningful threats, particularly against a Seattle side that proved far more efficient and dangerous. The final result leaves Miami with a significant challenge ahead as they regroup and refocus on their remaining objectives for the season. While the League's Cup is now behind them, what other titles are still within reach for Messi this year? We're analyzing the remaining opportunities for one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. Messi's trophy hunt narrowed after League's Cup final loss. Lionel Messi's quest for silverware in 2025 has hit a significant roadblock with Inter Miami's decisive 3-0 defeat to the Seattle Sounders in the League's Cup final. This loss diminishes the opportunities for the legendary Argentine to add to his unparalleled trophy cabinet this year, leaving Major League Soccer as his primary remaining objective. Messi has had a career defined by consistent winning, having secured at least one title in 17 of the 21 calendar years he has played professionally. Exceptions are rare, with 2004, his debut year, 2007, 2014, and 2020 being the only years he finished without a trophy, the latter being an anomaly due to pandemic-related disruptions. Prior to this League's Cup final, Messi's 2025 campaign had already seen disappointments in other competitions. Inter Miami was eliminated in the semifinals of the CONCACAF Champions Cup by the Vancouver Whitecaps, a result that also precluded them from participating in the U.S. Open Cup due to eligibility criteria based on continental competition involvement. Furthermore, his national team, Argentina, will not be competing for any major titles in 2025, as their Copa America victory in 2024 precedes a gap before future tournaments like the Finalissima and the FIFA World Cup. This context makes the League's Cup a particularly crucial opportunity that has now slipped away. Currently, Inter Miami sits sixth in the Eastern Conference of Major League Soccer with 46 points, placing them in a playoff position. Despite being 11 points behind the leaders, Philadelphia Union, they have several games in hand, offering a potential pathway to climb the standings. The team's performance in the league will be critical as Messi aims to salvage a trophy-winning season. With an astounding 46 career trophies, Messi's standards are exceptionally high, and seasons without silverware are the exception rather than the rule. His ability to consistently perform at the highest level and lead his teams to victory has set him apart, making the current pursuit of a 2025 title all the more compelling. The focus now shifts entirely to the MLS regular season and the subsequent playoffs, where Inter Miami and Messi will aim to overcome their recent setback and contend for the league championship. But how do these recent results stack up against Messi's incredible career achievements? We'll recap the biggest stories from today's show, so don't go anywhere. Seattle Sounders claim League's Cup title in dominant 3-0 win over Inter Miami. Record-breaking crowds packed Lumen Field for the final. Messi and Inter Miami were unable to find the back of the net. The loss narrows Messi's chances for a trophy in 2025, with MLS now the main focus. Thanks for watching the Roger Report. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to follow us on all our social media channels for exclusive content. We'll see you next time.